Hello, I'm Chris Edmonds of the Purposeful Culture Group. Here's today's Culture Leadership Charge for your thoughtful consideration. How well are new policies and procedures embraced in your organization? If you're like most companies, it all depends on how well and how quickly those new expectations are embedded as practices. It doesn't matter what the change is. It could be a new software system or a new purpose statement. What matters is what happens after the change is announced. Yet most leaders operate under the faulty assumption that telling people what's expected ensures alignment to the change. This fallacy is known as managing by announcements, a virus-like plague that I call MBA. When infected with the MBA virus, leaders do a good job of defining purpose or policies or procedures. They then publish and announce the details and expect that all players will immediately embrace the new expectations. Leaders believe, we've told them what to do, now they'll do it. Defining and announcing the new expectations is easy. To ensure that desired changes take hold, though, leaders must spend time and energy to ensure people modify their behavior, adapt their approaches, and demonstrate the new requirements. To build credibility for desired changes, leaders must live the new requirements themselves. They must model the changes, coach the changes, praise progress as others embrace the changes, redirect players who don't embrace the changes, etc. It requires everyone holding each other accountable. Yet we see indications of the MBA plague all the time. Here's an example. During interviews with a potential client, I learned of a recent exchange that was typical of how senior leaders interacted in this small manufacturing company. Two executives got into a shouting match at the office. The madder they got at each other, the louder they got. Expletives were shouted. After 5 minutes of yelling, they each stormed off, leaving the 30 office staff members shaking their heads. I asked the CEO about this exchange. "It's not appropriate," he said, "but it happens all the time." I asked, "What have you done to eliminate these shouting matches?" He looked me squarely in the eye and said, "I told them to stop." This was MBA in action. He told them to stop, then expected them to align to his announcement. They didn't stop, and the CEO was at a loss as to how to address it now. How can leaders immunize themselves against the plague of MBA? Follow this prescription. Live the new requirements in every interaction. Model the new rules, coach the new rules, and hold people accountable for the new rules. What have I missed? What questions do you have? Add your thoughts in the comments section below.